Good morning, Refuge Church family. Pastor Brown here. And I'm sharing with you a video devotional, and we will be sharing, our ministry leaders will be sharing a video devotional for the next 10 days. And each of these days, there will be a passage of scripture that we are inviting you to read. Today's passage of scripture comes from Deuteronomy, and I'm asking you to read Deuteronomy chapter 6, the entire chapter today, and consider and meditate on its truths. Our focus verses are verses 4 and 5, which say, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy strength." I love this scripture. First of all, it's foundational. It is foundational to our faith, that there is only one God, and we understand that there is none other beside him, meaning that he's the only one that we should serve. He's the only one that we should call Lord, the Lord of our lives. Furthermore, we are commanded in Scripture to love our God with all our heart, soul, and strength. Jesus actually referenced this scripture when he was asked what the greatest commandment in Scripture was. This is it. This is it, to love God with all our heart, soul, and strength. Now, I know that the world today would love to define love in so many different ways and to encompass so many different things, and it's a very broad word. But here we are commanded in Scripture to love, meaning that love is more than an emotion. Love is a choice. And he tells us how we are to love God, to love him with all of our heart. And to me, it speaks to me that when I am to love God as a choice, I'm going to love him with all my passion, all my heart, all my emotions, whether I'm feeling happy or sad. No matter what kind of day I'm experiencing and how I'm feeling, I'm going to love God because he's God. I'm also going to love him with all my soul. Now, this is a biblical way of speaking of our mind, or the place in each of us that makes decisions or that feeds on thoughts or ponders and imagine things. And so essentially, we are commanded from Scripture to love God with all of our thoughts, our decisions, what we choose to meditate on, what we choose to feed on for knowledge. And lastly, to love God with all of our strength. And I believe it's talking more than just our biceps or our physical strength, but it's talking about our resources, our abilities, our talents. Let me ask you today, how are you honoring and worshiping and loving God with all of your heart, your emotions, all of your soul, your thoughts, and all of your strength, your resources? I pray that this devotion has blessed you and encouraged you, and you have a great day. God bless.